start my little speech. I found this book on the table, purely by coincidence, with Father of the Bride on the bookmark. It's the Penguin Book of New Zealand Verse, and I opened it randomly at one of the pages, and I'd just like to read this Maori verse to you in English. Okay. It's called Go Right Along the Seashore. By the way, this book has John Truesdale's name on the inside jacket. Go right along the seashore and you'll come to Urirakau. That's where my fathers are talking. Their lips are never tired. It wasn't my fault a penis came seeking to paddle. 20 times it plunged and left me in such trouble here. Amen. It was a random choice from the book.
I think you need your glasses changed.
my speech. And it gives me great pleasure to be here at the wedding of Amy and Kevin. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Richard, sometimes known as Rich, preferably not Dick, at least not to my face. As you may have already worked out, I am the father of the beautiful bride. I would like to say that all video recordings should be turned off at this point.
In your dreams.
I've already been told that they'll completely ignore that instruction and use whatever recordings they may have to embarrass me to the fullest extent possible in the future. I do hope you can understand most of what I say. English may be our common language, but Yorkshire and Kiwi don't always sound as if they are. I apologise if you have difficulty understanding what I'm saying. I've got a couple of examples here that came to light on this very trip. We were on the upper deck of an Airbus. The upper deck, I think. And Kevin asked Sean, the guitar rehearsal, if he wanted a strip in the strap. Anyway, I have to say that I'm the proudest dad in the world to have accompanied Amy down the aisle today. I think you'll all agree that she looks stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Angelina and I are both very proud of our lovely daughter, and we're both delighted that in Kevin she's found somebody who she obviously loves and cares for so much. We're very pleased for you both. Cynics these days will tell you that you don't need to get married. You can just meet someone you like and then buy a house with them. But we all know that marriage is an institution, and I prefer to live in one of those. Being in Yorkshire, that was a joke, by the way.
It's a good job.
But being in Yorkshire, giving anything away doesn't come easily to me, as friends and family will know. So rather than losing a daughter, I prefer to think of it as we're gaining a Kiwi. We're gaining an entire flock of Kiwis as friends and new family members. So it's a pretty good deal for us, and we're very pleased about that. Our family's had a long association with New Zealand, besides enjoying the occasional bottle of Villa Maria, or not so occasional bottle of Villa Maria. My uncle emigrated to New Zealand many years ago, and as a child I remember receiving a calendar from him at Christmas. David, I don't know if you remember these calendars. Pictures of tattooed men fighting with clubs. It's a bit like Huddersfield on a Saturday night. And always sheep. There are always pictures of sheep on the calendars. But we love sheep in Yorkshire too, so we have something in common. Anyway, the primary purpose of my speech today is to talk about Amy and embarrass her a little bit back. Amy was a big baby. 9 pounds, 3 ounces. Is that right, Angela? You should know. She decided that she wasn't going to come into this world without a fight. So after 18 hours of labour, the obstetrician placed a toilet plunger on her head to pull her out. And after much pulling, pushing and screaming, Well, my Angela, I met myself. She finally emerged with a cone-shaped head. And this is true. She came out with a conical-shaped head. Thankfully, it's now mostly subsided. But it did leave plenty of room for a very good brain.
Oh, yeah.
She's brilliant in music. She excelled at the violin and led her own quartet in Bermuda, where, among other things, she played at the Premier's concert for the Premier. And she's held senior positions in a number of very good orchestras. She started university at the tender age of 16, where she ended, at Edinburgh, where she earned a first-class honours degree in physics. Then, after a thorough investigation of her private life by MI5, proving that she wasn't a spy for KGB, despite her liking for vodka, she joined the Atomic Weapons Establishment. After a while, she decided that designing weapons of mass destruction was boring. And now she works in the City of London for an investment firm called Baker Steel, where her boss, David, thinks she's so good he decided to make her his niece. In addition to that, to all of that, as anyone who knows Amy will agree, she's a wonderful, thoughtful and caring person. Angeline and I couldn't hope for a better daughter, although we do have another one who's not bad. On a slightly more serious point, as John mentioned, Amy's grandfather passed away a couple of months ago. And Angeline was going through some old papers recently and found a copy of the speech that he gave at our wedding. And he chose his words very carefully, as Angeline and I hadn't known each other for very long, hadn't been together for very long when we got married. And we came from quite different backgrounds as well. So I thought it would be fitting to quote a very short part of it today. It's just a very short extract from the speech. Love, being a many splendid thing, has wondrous ways of overcoming all obstacles, and it is my sincere hope that they will be blessed with the fulfillment of their hopes and dreams. And as Audrey will know, Love is a Many Splendid Thing was one of his favourite songs. He'd always burst out into song at any occasion. But I'd like to echo those words of wisdom today. And Kevin, I know that you will be a great husband, friend and partner to Amy. I know you will. It wasn't possible, as you know, for all the Baker clan to come here today. But they're all looking forward to what we're going to call round 2 in England, the blessing, in July. And they're looking forward to welcoming Kevin into our family in God's other country next year. So, in conclusion, I'd just like to thank Kevin's parents, John and Francis, and all of the other family members and friends who made this wonderful day possible, and all the hard work and effort that's gone into it, and for making us feel so welcome in this beautiful but damaged city. We can still see the beauty of Christchurch, and it has been quite a big shock to us to see the devastation that was caused here by the earthquake. So we wish everybody well in getting the city back up on its feet again. So I think we'll have another toast. So when you're ready, please